Hello everyone, it's Bernie here from Stampset, and I've got Rich here with me. Welcome this evening. It's not quite 7. Thought I would just hop on quickly before the hour is on the hour and just give everybody a chance to come in. So if you're joining us on the live, welcome. And if you are watching this on the replay, welcome. So we've got somebody joining us. So say hello, where you are, who you are. And yeah, we'll just wait until 7. We just thought we'd come in a minute early this time and then just give people an opportunity to hop on.
So what have you been up to today, Bernie?
Oh my goodness, it's been a full-on day. So I started my morning normal and did the housework, and then I had a class this morning, and then after that I tidied everything up after the class, and then I did all my scheduled YouTube videos so that they could get ready to go out next week. And then I tidied that all up, and then I got stuff ready for something I want to tell you about, and then I tidied all that up. I made dinner, and then I got ready to come here. So hello. Say hello, hello, hello. Say well, welcome. So it is 7 o'clock. We thought we'd just pop in a minute before 7 just to say hello, hello. So greetings everyone. Okay. Yes, so Rich was just asking how my day's been. It's been busy, and I hope everyone's had a good day if you're in the same time zone, or otherwise are going to have a great day if you're not. So a couple of things I want to just mention, or more than a couple. This week, ending on the 31st of May, there's a lot of stuff finishing. So first of all, just want to let you know, if you've been sitting on the fence about joining Stamping Up as a demonstrator, hello, Leslie Ann. That offer is expiring on the 31st of May. And if that's something that you want to do and you have been thinking about it and you want to consider joining my team, then feel free to do that. The links and all of that are usually in the description. Secondly, my Layers of Beauty bundle is closing as well on the 31st of May. So this is, hi mum, this is all about using the Layers of Beauty bundle. And there are some videos, tutorials in there that use some really fun techniques. So that is still available until the 31st of May. And then watch this space. If you are in my newsletter subscription group, you will get a bit of not even a sneak peek, just a bit of a heads up email coming to you at the end of this week about something really exciting that I am launching along with some of my crafty friends, and that is all happening next week. So that is the news blurb from me. So I am going to switch over to my desk, and we are going to have a play creating this card with the New Country Flowers bundle. And you may be wondering where this paper comes from. Well, this paper is paper I am going to show you how to create this evening using your Brayer. And then the flowers we actually are going to do using our alcohol blending brushes. And if you can pick that up, this little trim over here is using some of the copper metallic effects. All right, big words. Now I have a color. I'm starting to laugh already. Who can guess what this color is? Who can guess what this color is? It's a brand new color.
Looks beige to me.
It does look beige. Yes, it does look beige. It is, because it is beige. So I'm going to be playing with the basic beige. Just ignore my background. Ignore my background on my paper, because I'm going to use that to protect my surface.
It took a wild guess.
You took a wild guess. Well, you took the right guess. And we're playing with a Brayer. So we're going to have a bit of fun tonight. I'm going to create the background, and then I'm going to do some stamping on it and show you how to do how to do some blending on it. So we're going to use pecan pie to start off with. When you work with a brayer, there are just a couple of things to be mindful of. The one is if you're using the Stampin' Up! Brayer, it has these silver grids on it, and you want those to be up. So you want it to be, there we go, I can show you on the camera there. You want it to be in the up position. Otherwise, if you try and roll, the roller won't move. So that's the first thing to be mindful of. The other thing when you're working with a brayer is that when you are inking it up, you want to ink it from, go across the ink pad so that you're getting an even distribution of your ink. So I'm just going to set that to the side, and I'm coming in with my brayer, and I'm just going to be doing some really interesting patterns, and I'm just going to get some of the excess off there, and I'm going to ink it up one more time, and this time I actually don't want to come too dark because I'm going to have some stamping on that. Okay, so I'm going to, so that was pecan pie. Right, just clean it off, and now I'm going to come in with copper clay. So again, just make sure you're cleaning it off, and when you're picking it up with the new color, just to show those that have just joined, we go across with the brayer so that you're picking up ink all over, and I'm just coming in here and there. I don't want it too dark because we're going to stamp on that, and I'll just wipe that one off. And I'm not going to do any more with the copper clay because I want to make sure it's clean. I mean, not too dark, not clean. And then the last color I'm bringing in is my crumb cake. And I'm going to do exactly the same. So picking up the crumb cake. So does anybody here play with their brayers? Do anyone watching work with brayers, or is this all new? You can go forward and back, or you can just go forward. It's up to how you want to do it. All right, so that's the background, and I'm just going to clean that off. So that's the background that we're going to do. Set that to the side, and now I want to bring in my, let me just think about this. No, I'm going to bring in my sheet first and get an idea of where I'm going to stamp my pots. So I've just created this on a piece of acetate, and oh, one thing I do want to mention is this basic beige I have is not an A4. It's a US size because I've received this on stage, and so it's not the correct size. So I just have to make do, but it will work. It will still work. So I'm going to bring in the Country Flowers stamp, and I want to use my pot, and I also want to use that flower over there. And I'm going to actually ink it up with early espresso. Now, I know that when one works with alcohol blends, you should do it with memento, but I'm just going to break the rules a little. So I'm inking up, and I'm going to put this, I just want to lift my acetate. I'm going to put this in the middle. The first time I did this, I just did it anywhere, and it wasn't altogether the right thing to do. So I'm just going to try this way and see if this is better. So we're going to cut that off. So I'm going to put that a bit higher. Okay. Bring that in. So on this sheet, we can get 6 cards. And Leslie Ann, you'll be pleased to know this is not a stamp over each other one sheet wonder. I think we were chatting about that last week when you came to visit me. Hey, so this is more a just to create your own paper. There we go. So that's that, and then I need to bring in the little top of my that can go now. I don't need that. The little lid of my, don't miss this little stamp. Can you see it? It's the little lid that goes on the top of the canister. It's very little. Okay, so let's pop that one there. I'm just going to bring in my, oops. Sorry if my head's in the camera. I hope it's not. So I'm going to show you how I stamp this and blend this. I'll blend a couple just to show you what I do. And then I've actually got a sheet that I did just to play around, and then we'll make the card together. Okay, so I've got my my urns. I'm now bringing in a really funky stamp set, and have you guys actually seen this one? It's of Art and Texture, and it's an online exclusive, and I am thoroughly enjoying working with it. It is very different. It adds a lot of interest into your stamping. So I'm using Cajun Craze, and it's pretty. I just want to stamp it off a bit. It's actually pretty cool as a stamp. It just adds a little bit of texture to whatever it is that you are doing. Cool. All right. There we go. And now the other one from that same stamp set. I always laugh at how this room of mine looks. Hey, Rich, at the end of a live.
It looks pretty disastrous.
It looks like a bomb is coming to hit this place. And I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use the peach pie. Okay, so inking up the peach pie, and I'm just going to bring in some interest here as well. So what do you think of this stamp set? Have you seen it? Have you noticed it for those that are Stampin' Up users? Have you picked it up in the online? Do you like it? It's maybe quite a good one for masculine cards. Cool. All right. Okay. So now that I've done my stamping, what I'm going to do is I want to show you, what am I going to do next? Let me think. Actually, I'll do the flowers. I'll do the flowers. I'm just going to get my mask. So I created a mask. There are two ways we can do this. You can create a mask and stamp over it, or you can just take a piece of scrap. And when we did the card class this morning, I actually found, I'm just going to turn this over, that the scrap actually worked better. So I'm going to bring back that early espresso, and I'm going to hold my scrap there, and I'm just inking up these flowers. All right, doing that one there. That one didn't come out as clearly as what I wanted. Just need to give it some good pressure on that dark. Hello, Felicity. Yes, Yes. Oh, it's nothing nicer than actually having a decent TV to watch stuff with, hey? Okay. So these country flowers, I've noticed a lot of, and I'll show you some cards I've made with it at the end of this. But what I've noticed is there are a lot of cards with sort of the softer shades, and I just wanted to do something a little bit different and not use the traditional colors. So now that I've stamped my very arty background, I'm actually going to color that in. I'm just looking for my blends. I've got light copper and dark copper. So let me bring this. Can I make my screen bigger, Rach? I don't know how to do that on StreamYard. I'm going to choose this one, which is a bit easier to watch on the screen. I'm using my broad tip of my dark copper clay, and I'm just going to brush. This tip is not that old and it's already going. Unfortunately, these tips don't last that long. I'm just going to turn it around, and I'm bringing those strokes in there. Okay, now I'm coming with my light copper clay, and I'm just swishing over. Okay, back with the dark. Now, can you see where the dark has, where it's coming to an end? You don't want to go beyond that. You just want to stop just before that first dark ink, if that makes sense. And you will definitely, if you try this out afterwards, you'll see what I'm talking about. Bring the light back in and just swish over them again. And one last time, you're going to bring the dark back. And this time, we're just going around the edge. Okay. And I'll just turn it around and just around the edge. Check with this nib. I really would love it if Stampin' Up! Actually just gave us nibs that were a little bit better quality. They don't last very long if you're doing a lot of stamping, blending. I'm going to color my leaves in now. So I'm using Old Olive. Again, I've got my nibs have seen better days, and they got hammered today at class. So they're looking a little bit dodgy. Okay, so I'm bringing in my dark and the light. I'm going to just use the fine tip on these sides because it's a little bit too hard with a brush tip. And then with the light, I'm just pulling that out. And then the flowers, I'm going to be doing those in pumpkin pie. So we've got the light and the dark. I'm just coming in with my light.
Mum says that looks very realistic.
Thanks, Mum. Oops, wrong side.
No, I agree. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, I just thought I'd do something different from what I've been seeing out there with this set. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with what's going on with what other people are, what other demos are doing. I love the colors, and you'll see I've done, excuse me, I have done something similar in a different card that I'll show you at the end of this. But I like to set myself a goal, or I like to challenge myself and see if I can come up with some different ideas. And I was very happy with how this turned out. Okay, so I'm just going to color that one in because it's the same. Okay, we're not going to repeat what we've already done. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut this into your 4x4, 4x4, 3x4, 4x4, 4x4, 3x4. So I'll just hold this up there. If you want to take a screenshot of that, then you can see how easy that is. So that's based on an A4. Leslie Ann, it's not that hard. It just, yeah, I've just been practicing a lot. Okay, so what I've got is I've got a sheet that I had prepared ahead of time. So these are some of the bits over here. So I need to actually stamp my flower again, which I'm just looking for what I've done with the mat. I just need to stamp the flower again. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this one. Let's use this one. Let me just quickly stamp that flower and then color the flower in with you. You've seen me do it before, but I forgot I hadn't done it. And then we can put this card together. So bringing the flower back. Okay. And let's just color those in. That'll be good. You can see how I do it again. So I've got my old olive, the dark, and I'm just, oops, take this off the mat, girl. I'm just coloring it in on the edges. Okay, just on the teeny tips of those leaves. And then I'm just going to bring the light old olive and just pull that through. Okay, and then I'll just bring in the pumpkin pie. These poor old blends of mine, they've had a real working out the last few days with me having a play with them. And the dark, we'll put it in the center. Right. And one last time with the light. And then we can put this card together. I've just seen I've missed a leaf, so I'll just go in there quickly. Don't want to miss that leaf. Cool. Now, I've deliberately not done anything to the center of this flower or that because we're going to assemble this and I want to show you how I've used the metallic effects to do that. So I've taken some copper clay, 4 by 8 inches, scored at 4, and I'm going to need, well, not necessarily. I actually quite like the idea of having that broad like that. What do you guys think? Because my sample is a square one, but this is the 3 by 4 piece. What I was wanting to do, I don't know if you can see it, I've got some of the new in color DSP, the 6 by 6 in the background. What if we just do a strip of that, obviously cutting it off there. What if we do just a strip of that? What do you think? Shall we do that? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Cut a strip off that? Okay. I'm getting the yes from Rich.
Yep.
Okay, so let's have a look. So this is why I love One Sheet Wonders, because, so we've got 4 inches, that's the length, and how much do we want? Maybe 3/4. So you can get, what did I say, 6 cards out of that, eh? So I'm just cutting this at, did I say 3/4 of an inch? I think I said 3/4. How much did I say I want to cover off there? 3/4 of an inch. And this strip that I've got here that I'm using is actually an offcut from the piece that I originally had to cut the base of that one. So if I do it like that, right, which one looks nicer, Mom? The one that I'm busy working on. Should I do it like that? All right, feedback, please. Shall we go with that? How does everyone feel about that as a, and should I step it up? Do you think I should put it on dimensionals? So I'll just wait. I'll wait for the comments. While I'm waiting for comments, this is the paper that I've used. So it's all the in colors, the 6x6s. It's very pretty. So I'll just wait to hear. Agree with Lynette. This one looks nicer. Okay. So shall we glue it then? What do you say, Rich? Glue it.
Yep. Glue it.
Let's do it.
Let's glue it.
Let's do it.
No, let's glue it.
Yes. So does anybody watch Formula One other than Rich and I? Did anybody see the race in Monaco on Sunday? And the massive, massive, massive crash that Perez's car was absolutely written off. Just cutting that off. Cool. I wonder whether we shouldn't, I'm just wondering if I must lie it flat or if I must put it on dimensionals. And then I have another question. Do I put a different, no, that doesn't work. Okay.
Yes to dimensionals.
Yes to dimensionals. Okay, dimensionals it is. Let's do it. Okay. Nope, racing puts you to sleep. I must admit, I fell asleep a few weeks ago. Why did I fall asleep, Rich? Did we have the grandkiddies?
You were exhausted.
We were shattered when we had the grandkiddies. Okay, I actually like that too, I must say. All right. Metallic enamel effects. Copper, comes in copper, silver and gold in the one set, and then it comes in white, black and red. So I'm going to squeeze this and create a little interest in my flower. I'm also going to drag it across the top there, or across the middle of my flower. Now, the only thing you need to be mindful of when you're using these effects is it takes a good 15 minutes to dry. Don't be in a hurry, as I was this afternoon. And then smudged it. So we've got, I like that. I think that's turned out really well. Let me bring it up to the camera so that you can see it properly. There you go. That's pretty. I like that. And then that's the original one I had, just because I didn't know what else to do with it, so I just put it on a mat. Okay. I want to show you what else. So we did this in class today using the same, made one of my world famous little zines using the same concept, same stamps. All right. So I just turned it into a zine. And then this card I'm about to show you is going to be a scheduled post Thursday next week. I've got myself totally out of sync. Usually I do a live and then the schedule is the same card, but I've got myself bamboozled. But anyway, here's the card. So this is going to be Thursday week. And here, like I said, I've used the more traditional colors. Again, I've used the blending techniques for the little stool, and I've used the blending techniques for the little pot. And then those are actually made from blending brushes and ink that I just die cut. So I thought that's quite a pretty one as well. So there we go. There we go. There we go. What fun. Just a whole different way to play with the Country Flower bundle.
It's gorgeous.
I hope you inspired by that and have some fun playing with your Brayers. Yeah, let's just pop very pretty teapot. Thank you. That was done with Petal Pink, I think. Yeah, I think it was Petal Pink actually. Cool. So yes, everyone, that's us for the week. And yes, I got my love of speed from my mom. So I do enjoy, both Rich and I do enjoy a good Formula One race. But yeah, it can get monotonous unless there are lots of crashes. Then it's fun. I just wondered to myself, when they go around those corners at like 100 k's an hour, what do they do on the normal roads? You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I would cope in that car if they were driving
300 k's an hour.
300 k's on the straights. It's just insanity. Anyway, everyone, that's me for the week. I am going to go and climb into my jammies now and have a nice cup of tea. I hope wherever you're watching this that you are going to enjoy yourselves as well. So it's lovely seeing you all, and thank you, Mom. Yes, I'm glad you like the one on the left. Yes, I like that one too. It's turned out really pretty. We'll catch you all next week here live, and look out for the schedule post on Thursday. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.